light tanks could definitely get some stuff done, especially if Vivid decides to send them around this crater here. You could get a decent amount of mexes. But yeah, on this map, it's really important to expand incredibly quickly. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another Beyond All Reason game. So today we are on Comet Catcher Remake with Mitvit playing as Cortex and Zillow playing as Armada. Zillow. Anyways, very interesting game. I feel like I haven't covered a duel in a while, but maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I actually have done it. But in any case, I'm excited to get this underway. I guess we can go over the wind speed on this map. Really terrible, 1 to 4. You're really not going to be doing that well if you're building turbines. So it's going to be solar collectors, which is, you know, you don't really see them that often unless you're like spectating like a really bad match. So I think it'll be an interesting time, to say the least. Well, hopefully. Yeah, so we already have Mitvit going with 2 solar collectors, 3 mexes, 2 solar collectors. He's going to be building a radar. Even all this before... Ooh, another solar collector. All this before he even builds his first lab, which looks like it's going to be a bot lab. We have Zillow making I'm in a vehicle lab, my bad. And then we have Zillow making a vehicle plant after 3 solar collectors and 2 mexes, so he's going to be able to start building stuff a little bit quicker than Mitvit is. Now I believe that maybe Mitvit has been taking a little bit of a break. Maybe he's like a little rusty. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But in any case, this vehicle plant is going to be coming up here, and he's going to be producing some construction vehicles, some scouts, and then he's going to be making some light tanks. All pretty standard stuff. Now the thing I do really like about this map is that it's pretty flat, which means it's pretty... I don't know. I feel like it's more like skill-based because you're going to be attacked from a lot of angles, which is why this radar tower is so important. And I don't know if Zillow has one yet. Nope, looks like they don't. He is going to be sending out a lot of rovers though. Oh, I don't know if I said it, but if you like this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe. Really helps me out. Alright, we have Mitvit's rovers staying right here in the center of the map. Meanwhile, Zillow's rovers are going to be skirting just around them. They are actually going to be going in for the kill, and they're going to easily be able to kill that rover, taking 0 losses. And now they are all traveling to Mitvit's base. How will he defend against such a brutal assault? Well, a laser tower would be ideal. Looks like he has some light tanks, and then he's going to be sending some rovers around to where some of Zillow's rovers are going around down the bottom here. The rest of the rovers are coming in from the top. Almost when... Oh, they're going into... Wow, Mitvit's commander taking a little bit of an L there. They did end up destroying that mech there. The laser tower did get the rest of those 4. These 4 coming around the back here. These light tanks probably going to try to catch up. But this mech is going to go down. May even lose another one. Not quite. Solar collectors a lot more sturdy than mexes are. And looks like that's it for that attack. You know, good raid actually. And you know why this is so important is because Mitvit did spend the extra time to build all of these extra mexes in the beginning. And one of the mexes that he already built has been destroyed. Well, 2 in total, but this one was an original. And now Mitvit is going to be retaliating with 5 light tanks. How much can that really do? Well, let's look at the defenses over here. There's the radar tower. No laser towers. And then all these scout vehicles are following this construction vehicle. It's going to be building some mexes. So yeah, these light tanks could definitely get some stuff done, especially if Mitvit decides to send them around this crater here. You could get a decent amount of mexes. But yeah, on this map, it's really important to expand incredibly quickly. Right now, Mitvit is not expanding as fast as Zillow is in terms of like building mexes across the map. He also has not been able to get any damage on Zillow's economy. But if this game goes late, then it's not really going to matter. So Zillow has to keep constant pressure if he wants to maintain the small lead that he has, right? It's not a massive deal, but it could definitely end up meaning something. These light tanks are making their way downtown and stopping to kill these rovers, and they did a great job. 0 light tanks lost in that engagement. However, there are some blitzes following them. I mean, if Mivit microed these guys a little bit better, they would definitely be able to take these guys out easier. Maybe didn't even need to lose this guy if these guys went in for the attack. Although I'm not sure if blitzes can actually kite incisors. I'm not entirely sure speed-wise. Okay, yeah, they would be able to kite them just slightly. Blitzes are slightly faster than these incisors. I don't know. Then either way, you know what? They're slightly faster than the Cortex light tanks. Although they may have like a little bit less range on their attack, so I don't exactly know. Yeah, these guys might probably end up being taken out, but they did get some damage done. They took out a couple mexes. They took out a lot of scout vehicles. So overall, doing all right. Now, this is interesting. Got this scout vehicle perimeter set up around Mivit's base. They are being chased off by some light tanks, but it's good like early warning detection system. Especially if Mivit just like ends up missing them. Yep. Zillow knows he's coming. Looks like 2 incisors were able to make it out. We got a little bit of veterancy. Not much, but it's something. Rover making a play here. Can it get to the mechs and destroy it? Or is that even the plan here? I mean, Mivit knows it's in the base. Maybe there just isn't a plan at all. We do have like a meeting grounds of all these light tanks here though. And at the same time, we also have some rovers causing some damage here. This guy took out 2 mexes, I think. Yeah, really important to always be building like laser towers or leaving some units around these undefended mexes, but obviously Mivit knows that, but just isn't able to do what he wants here. Yeah, see, making the same mistake, just leaving these mexes undefended. Although there's some light tanks gathering over there. These guys could be pushing over here, but I don't think Mivit can even see that. He cannot. This rascal trying to make a break for it, and decides maybe it's not worth it actually. Yeah, really great skirmishing in this match actually. It's with the vehicles, you're not gonna get as much of like the pawn or like the grunt spam. Instead, you're gonna get light tank spam. Hopefully, we will be seeing. Hopefully, we will be seeing some heavier tanks come out here soon. Looks like there isn't really a plan as of yet. Probably just wants to get his economy up and running, but these light tanks are going to be taking out another mechs. And it's just constant raiding from Zillow, able to do all this damage. Incisors coming to support the lone laser tower. I mean, they did drive them off, but there's only 1 tank lost, and for a mechs, that's going to take a while to be rebuilt. That's pretty annoying. This rover almost got one, but not quite. Now Mivit is doing some damage up here, but unfortunately, his attack has been stalled by Zillow's commander and by these light tanks. And looks like they took out some light tanks. They took out a construction bot. There's probably a mechs there. Took out this mechs. Maybe even a mechs here. I don't think so actually. But it was fine. You know, not a bad attack. I think he only lost a couple of these light tanks, which are really easy to rebuild. It's not that big of a deal, especially if you're hampering his economy, which you need to be doing. But yeah, Zillow being a little sneaky, putting some mexes down here. You know, Mivit probably isn't even going to take the time to scout down here. So yeah, great idea. Good use of the land. Alright, we have some blitzes coming around down from the bottom towards Mivit's solar collectors. Some X there. But I don't know how well this attack is going to do. They're probably going to stall actually. Even got some damage there with the nano turret. Very good. Yeah, I mean they'll take out those mechs, but they'll end up losing everything. Both of these blitzes for 1 mechs. definitely a deal I would make every time. Now we have a lot of blitzes, A tier, coming around, but they get scared off. They don't want to deal with 3 light tanks. These guys are big and scary. Yeah, Zillow is amassing quite a force here, though. If all of these tanks went in, they'd do a lot of damage. Now, Mivit has some tanks of his own. We're going to be coming around. These guys are going to be dealing with these incisors, and oh boy, it's a massacre. Not a single light tank was down there on Zillow's side. Yeah, lots and lots of light tanks here from Zillow that are going to be able to counter all of these incisors. Unfortunately, they are coming in at a line, which is going to mean they're going to be a little bit less effective, which is going to give Mivit the opportunity to take some of these guys out, actually. Looks like these guys did end up getting a mechs, and they're going to run into Zillow's commander again, and 2 laser towers. So that's about it for that attack. Definitely not a good trade for Mivit, but he did end up getting quite a few more light tanks than I would have thought originally. I just don't know if it's enough. He's now building exploiters, which is Cortex's like different mechs. I don't know how to say that. It's like a mechs alternative. Essentially, it's just like a little laser tower. And then for Armada, they can build like cloaked mechs, which I think are a lot less powerful, especially since you know where these mech spots are. So if, you know, if you're pretty sure that a mech should be there, it's basically dead already, and they also cost more energy, but oh well. Armada is still the best faction in the game, and I will die on that hill. Sport construction vehicle, taking lots of damage, and he goes down. Yeah, Zillow just isn't interested in trying to take down all these light tanks. He just wants the mexes. But not really going too great for him. Probably will be able to take out this one. Good thing about the exploiters, they definitely have a lot more health than the regular mexes. So even if you don't really care about like their attacking capacity, just because they're able to do damage, means that they're a lot more effective. In any case, we also have another raid going up at the north here on Mex's Mivit's base. Some guys that snaked around Mivit's commander, just being taken out by a laser tower. In any case, I'm going to zoom out here. You can see it in the top left corner, I guess. But just like the base spread between Mivit and Zillow, Zillow just has a lot more mexes. Even if you look at like the energy here, like the total income, Mivit is definitely hurting. But Mivit does have a decently large army up here, so if he did decide to go in, he might be able to do some damage. But it's not looking great. Honestly, Zillow just needs a few more moments to collect some more light tanks that are just pumping out at a rapid pace. And he'll be able to ward off this attack pretty easily. In fact, it looks like Mivit's already planning to leave. But again, this is not the way to do it. Coming in like small groups like this, it's going to be a lot less effective than coming in as one big group. But Zillow was probably just defending this flank. He didn't know if another attack was going to come in or not. Yeah, if we also look at the production, Mivit is just oh, these are medium tanks. Alright, wonderful. We're finally seeing some medium tanks come out. So it'll be great if they're attacking Zillow's base. Defense-wise, they're not going to be as good because these blitzes are already faster than incisors, and they're definitely going to be faster than these medium tanks by a lot. Which means they're going to be able to snake around and destroy a lot of more of those mexes and solo collectors, which Mivit is trying to defend. But yeah, Mivit's attack, not terrible. I think he took out 4 or 5 mexes, so great job doing a little bit of damage here. Got kind of like a forward defense base over here by Zillow. Radar tower and some laser towers. Pretty good. These medium tanks coming in. Feel like they did spot these shenanigans over here. These incisors definitely going to spot what's happening. Taking out this mech that was never built in that construction bot. This little rascal So man is going to be taking down some more mexes. Look at this veterancy on this scout vehicle. Kind of crazy, actually. Yep, so this is Zillow's southern base. Kind of just being destroyed here. These medium tanks will have to watch out. Looks like they already had a little bit of a scuffle. I lost one. But yeah, you definitely don't want to lose these guys. Takes a lot longer for them to produce. They're also going to be a lot faster. So if they're encircled by a big enough force, it's going to be painful. Looks like Mivit has built an airbase. Is going to be using these shurikens, which honestly, so good. Such a good unit. But you definitely have to have more of them than this because you saw what happened, right? They just got absolutely obliterated. They're pretty low flying, so they can be targeted by these ground units pretty easily. Ooh, looks like we have some medium tanks here that are not going to be able to live to see the next day. Unfortunate. Looks like there's also a raid from Zillow. And if I seem biased towards Mivit, it's because I am. So I've just seen a lot of this man's games. He's always pretty good. What am I saying? He's kind of getting pooped on right now. Not having the best time. Some more shurikens just trying to slow down this assault. Did it work? No. Honestly, he should just be saving them. Yeah, he needs... Alright, he's got some riot tanks, some pounders. This is the thing I'm not actually sure of. I'm not entirely sure what the advantage of building riot tanks over medium tanks are. But that's what Mivit is transitioning towards. So hopefully these riot tanks will be able to do... oh, they have an AoE attack, of course. Don't mind me. Able to take care of these light tanks much better than the medium tanks were. Great choice, great decision. 10 out of 10. Just obliterated that army. But they did great work. I mean, they did what they wanted to do, which was absolutely kill Mivit's economy. Running on 13 metal income right now. Definitely not where you want to be at this point in the game. At 17 minutes in. We have some shurikens coming in to support these medium tanks. They're trying to do some damage, but there are a ton of light tanks. And it looks like there's also some anti-air bots as well. Alright, we got these medium tanks in a line now. This convoy is getting raided. It's getting actually destroyed right now. But they're holding their own. They're doing some damage to these light tanks, but honestly, Zillow can just produce them so quickly. Look how fast these guys are coming out, and this is on a tier 1 economy as well. This is what happens when you have almost the entire map. You're just able to pump out these units. Zillow effectively defending his base here. He's actually going to be flanking with some more light tanks from the back. Looks like it's... Look how many medium tank carcasses here. I mean, they did hold their own. They did a lot of damage, but not enough. These riot tanks are going to be doing some more damage coming in here, though. I believe riot tanks may be more expensive than the medium tanks, which is why he's still building mediums instead of riot tanks. Yeah, they're slightly more expensive energy-wise, but less expensive metal-wise. So, I would continue to build riots, but they're also a lot slower, so it's understandable. But once they get in range of the light tanks, then they start really doing some damage here. Nope, not a single riot tank was lost, but a lot of mediums were downed in that encounter. If Mivit had a lot of reclaim bots, this would actually be not terrible for him, but since he doesn't, it is going to be hurting. Some Lazarus boys moving in, trying to reclaim something. I don't know, or maybe they may just be scouting. Tried to revive that blitz. Did not work out for them. Hopefully Mivit sees Zillow's little light tank incursion over here. Sorry for the yawning. Early in the morning. Maybe. Well, that's actually not too early. Yeah, this is just... It's looking pretty bad for Mivit at this point. Not sure exactly what the plan is here. So maybe... I might actually, I know what I'll do. I think I'll cut some of this out. Or he GG's here. Very good. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that game. I hope it showed you, please go away, awards. I hope it showed you the importance of having good map control. Because when you control this much of the map, it's, even if you're not, like, the best player, you're still going to be able to absolutely destroy someone with better micro than you. Although, I mean, Zillow just carried himself in a great way this game. He did wonderful. Very good. Alright, yeah, so if we can see the graphs here, I guess just metal produced basically shows you map control. And when I tell you Zillow had a lot more map control than Mibit, it's because he did. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure to like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.